No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. So now let's go to the table. So if you are going to the filter navigator or left navigation pane, tab tables, in the system definition, you can able to find tables. Okay. Click over here. And there are around 3000 plus base tables available in ServiceNow. Okay. And naming convention, guys. So if you are going to take the field, the table, or any configuration in ServiceNow, it has naming convention and it has two names. One is going to be display name. The display name is what you see on the front end. Okay, meaning that the UI name. And another one is going to be database name, or you can able to call it as internal name. This is nothing but the database name of the record, which you are going to use in the scripting or coding. Okay, and remember one thing, you can able to change the display name n number of times, but once you are going to provide the database name, you cannot able to change it. Okay, so be very careful about the naming conventions. Ask your BA what is the name you have to provide, then proceed further, because if your fundamentals are wrong in providing a naming convention, each and everything will be go in vain. Okay, so try to understand the requirement initially, try to understand the naming convention, then start implementing it. Then let's understand how can we able to create a table. Okay, now we can see this is going to be the table. These are the tables available in ServiceNow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on new. If you want to create a new table, you can able to do it from here. Okay, now you can see this is the label. That means that this is the display name, and name is going to be internal name, which is a database name. So you can see if I'm going to hover my mouse for a couple of seconds, the display name for this table that can be localized. Okay, and this is the database, the internal name of the table that cannot later be changed. Once you are going to provide the database name, it will not be changed in the future. This you can able to change according to your needs, but once this is been given, you cannot able to change it. Okay, so doesn't even have any suggestions what type of table or what type of application should I create, like an e-commerce or traveling or any mobile or anything. Can anyone suggest me anything?
I think that you can start with the some health clinic, website where we have number of patients,
Okay,
drugs, services, doctors, some nurses, medical staff data, so that type of
gotcha. So do you have any suggestions? Do you have any names in mind?
thing. I think you can basically start with the patients, and then
No,
you
no.
can start
What
with
I'm,
providers. Huh?
what I'm asking is, do you have any name of the specific hospital or anything?
Oh, yeah. It could be like some kind of Genesis medical clinic or something like that. You can call it.
Let's go with Apollo.
Yeah, Apollo. Yeah, Apollo is better.
Apollo
Yeah,
Healthcare.
health clinic. Yeah.
Okay. So this is what exactly the requirement is. I need to create an Apollo Healthcare table to add the records of its individuals, of patients who are been visiting in a specific hospital. Okay. Now you have to provide the display name for this table, and then The moment you are going to add the display name, the database name is going to be auto populated. Now let's see. So I'm going to create the display name is going to be Apollo Healthcare. Okay. The moment I'm going to click out, the database name is going to be auto populated. Okay. So whenever you are going to see anything you with u underscore, that means that it has created by a specific individual, not by machine. U underscore is user. It is not out of the box. It has been created for some purpose and by a human. It is not created by a system. Okay. And if you observe, we have provided the name as Apollo Healthcare. Then the database name will be like this: U underscore Apollo underscore Healthcare. The more space you are going to provide, the more underscores will be added. Okay. If I'm going to create them like name like first, second, third, fourth, the database name will be like this: u underscore first underscore second underscore third underscore fourth, because you have provided four words and then you have provided the space. Okay. And the space you are going to see the underscores. Okay. And it is completely upon you. You can able to change the database name according to your needs. If you want to have the database name only u underscore Apollo, that is completely fine. You can able to have it. But remember, once you are going to provide the database name, it can't be changed again. Okay. So be very careful about providing the database name. So I'm going to provide the same name, healthcare. Okay. And we are going to exclude this option for now. And if you see that we have incident menus, sorry, application menus and application modules. We have talked about this. So if you are going to type incident is going to be an application menu. And underneath incident application menu, these are incident application modules. Similarly goes for problem. If I'm going on the problem, this is the problem menu. Okay. And these are the problem application modules. Okay. So for this as well, do you want to create a module or just want to create a table? That's it. In that case, yes, I want to create a module as well. And ServiceNow does support mobile applications. So do you want this module to be visible in the mobile view as well? Yes. Okay. And then do you want to add this module to an already existing menu or you want to create a new menu? That you have to decide over here. Okay. And imagine that you want to add the specific module to an already added application menu, like you want to add it in the problem, then you can able to provide the problem application menu here. Okay. So instead of creating a new application menu, this application or this table will be added, this module will be added in the problem application menu. Okay. And if you're saying no, I want to create my own application menu, underneath I'm going to see this, then you are going to add it. Then what will be the name of the application you want to see? Okay, sorry, menu name. You can see problem here and you can able to see healthcare systems. Okay, or you can able to type under hospitals, you can able to find this specific application module. Okay, am I clear so far?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so columns are nothing but the fields available in the specific table, because as I said, ServiceNow is in the form of tables and records, and each table will have different types of fields available for you. Okay, now you can see I am not creating any like a field from here. Okay, I'm going to keep as is. And let's go to the next section, which is controls. Okay, and imagine that you want to let's skip this part as well. I'm going to explain you in couple of minutes while explaining the extent table. Okay, Now, live feed. If you want to determine whether it has to be provide the live information for this table, you are going to click on the live feed. Okay, and auto numbering. So this is interesting. So if I'm going to click on here and go to incident records, okay, the moment I'm going to click on create new, a number will be generated automatically. Okay, if I'm going to click on here again, the number is going to change, is going to increase. Okay, and now if you observe the number, it does have a suffix and then couple of digits. Okay, so do you want this similar configuration in this table as well? Auto numbering. Okay, in that kind of scenarios, you can able to click on auto number. Then you have to provide what is the prefix you want to have. Okay, and you are going to say Apollo Hospitals, APH. Okay, and after this prefix, how many digits you want? Okay, so do you want 8 digits, or do you want 9 digits, or do you want 5 digits? That is completely upon you. Let's go with 6 digits. And when do you want to start the count? From 1, from 100, from 1000, or from 10,000? That is completely upon you. So let's give 10,000. Okay, so this will be my naming convention for this specific table. So I'm going to provide Apollo Healthcare. Now after this prefix, 6 digits will be added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the count will be started from 10,000. So I'm going to start the count from here. Okay, so this will be the record name or the record number for this table if I'm going to create a new record from it. Okay, that is completely fine. So APH 10,006. Now, do you want to create the ACLs as well for this table? Meaning that if you want to access this specific record, this role is required. Okay, in that kind of scenarios, you can able to allow it, or if you do not want it, you can skip it. That is completely upon you. Okay, so this is the section for control. Now, let me just go to the application access. So we have different types of applications in ServiceNow. Okay, so this application we are going to use is the global application. Okay, but what if another individual who is working on another application, but by mistakenly he has seen this application which is in the global application? So what are the configurations you want to allow? So accessible from another applications. So do you want that this specific record to only read, or to create, or to update, or to delete? So most of the times, majority of the times, we do not interact with another applications from one application. So you have to switch from one application to another application to do the changes. So I'm going to provide only the read functionality. Okay, and if you are allowing, mean that if you are integrating this table within third-party application, in that kind of scenarios, you have to make sure that allow access to this table via web services, which is REST and SOAP API, which is available for the integration. Imagine that you are creating an automation saying that if I'm going to create one record from the in that application, it has to auto